I was supposed to have done my last 2 tries for the combing tool challenge, and this is one that I had not done previously but had wanted to, so it's been really fun doing this challenge. Anyway, I did 2 of them last week, 2 soaps last week. I did 2 soaps today. They're in the oven right now, doing cold process, oven process. And one of them was a disaster, the bottom of it. So I'm going to do one more. I'm not going to do it tonight because the molds I need are in the oven, but I'll be able to do this, make it tomorrow once I cut it out. But I figure I'd go ahead and do this part so I can at least get the prep work done on it. So the soaps that I made last week, here's one of them, and then here is the other. So different combing tool designs. The one that I want to try next is the peacock one. So you do kind of the, let me cross off that, so the back and forth, and then you kind of do little S curves. I haven't done that yet, so I want to try that one next. Like I said, I hadn't planned on doing another one, but here we are. So I had that one that just with this challenge, or not this challenge, with this design, when you're doing the combing tool, it is a surface design, so you do it in the slab mold, and you can use naughtier fragrances. So and I have some that I need to use, and one of them in particular has been in the back of my cabinet, and it says no CP on it, no cold process. Well, I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Oh, it was bad. I knew better and I did it anyway, so I have no idea what it's gonna look like when it's cut. So I'm sure when I post that video, it will say something in there about disaster. Anyway, so I'm going to be doing one more attempt at this, and then I can put all of the supplies away. But this one is going to be Cherry Almond from Bramble Berry. Couple things. Again, this is one that does accelerate. The usage rate, the safe usage rate, is only 1%. That is super low. And when I actually first bought this one, I didn't know that it was that low. And actually, they had done the changes of the regulations, and I was not happy. But then I discovered that at 1%, it is still fine. It is still strong. And when I read the reviews, people were like, this is fine at 1%. So this is actually a really great fragrance that's cost effective, because the usage rate, because the amount you need, you don't need very much at all. So it is a lighter scent at that 1%. I think it used to be 2% or 3%, whatever. It does still accelerate. So even at that 1%, it does still accelerate. It is workable. It does not rice. So this is one, and the previous ones I have been adding the fragrance to the oils. It doesn't rice, so I'm probably going to go ahead and still divide it into the 2 different bowls. So divide it in third. 1/3 will go in one slab mold, the other third will go in the other slab mold, and then the last third will be split in half and divided amongst all of my my bottles. So anyway, it still works really well. I don't have very much of this, so I'll probably I'll have to weigh it out to figure out how much I'll actually need, but I don't have very much. Anyway, gonna use that up. So this one, you can see this is still changing color. I made this last week. This will be a dark brown on the bottom, and this one I had done the gold in oil mica, but it kind of bled a little bit, so I wasn't super happy with that one. And this one was one I did last week, and I think this had some really fun swirls and really cool colors. This was an herbal essence fragrance that not only accelerates, it also rices, and with the ricing I added to the oils, and that worked really well. So doing this, I've got my 6, I'm going to be doing 6 different colors with my squeeze bottles, have them all numbered. I'm going to be putting in, let's knock all of my things over, all my combing tools that I've been using. So super easy, just taking some corrugated cardboard, punching in. These are my different designs, different spacing that I have done. And anyway, so these bottles, these are a bear to clean. I got these drop-in baby bottle liners, and they look like something completely different when you put them in, but they are baby bottle liners. Something else that you can use is you can, like the packing material that you get, those tubes of air, cut those on the sides, or sometimes they're perforated, just snip the top and those fit in really well. Another thing that's really great is whatever's left over, you can either squeeze it into a separate mold, kind of like what I did here, and then I'll pour some plain soap on top or some fragrance soap or something, or you can leave in here and twist it up. This was actually last week, and this is gonna, it's still squishy because I cut off all that air circulation, but this is saponified. This is gonna be a really great soap dough. You can do that as well. And the extras, I squirted that one. So this one, for the Cherry Almond, I'm going to be using 6 different colors. These 2 I did 5 colors, but I had enough soap left over that I can do 6. So I'm going to do that again, and I'm going to alternate. I've got 2 greens, 2 pinks, and then a white and a gray. So that I've got super pearly white mica. This is from Bramble Berry. I really like using this one on top because if you use it in normal soap, if you don't mix it into a slurry, you can get speckles, which in this application, since it's a surface design, does not matter. I have a raspberry red mica from Nurture Soap. I have red violet mica from Nurture Soap, and this one fades terribly in cold process. I don't know why, but it fades really, really bad. And in melt and pour, because I've used it there. So I'm using a surface design, and since I have that other color, it's okay if it fades with this, so it'll give me a light pink and a darker pink. And I'll show you that color here in a second. I have Apple Moss Green from Bramble Berry, and that's that color right there. And I have Laurel Green. This is a really pretty color. The soap that I use that on is in the oven. And then this is the Potent Purple mica. I know this one's discontinued. This one, kind of like the one, this one is beautiful on its own. So this is that same color. Isn't that just absolutely gorgeous? This is an oil and mica. However, when you make it into soap, it turns gray. So it's just a flat gray, and I have a whole lot of it that I need to use up. So instead of using a gray that I know stays gray, I'm just going to use that up in there. And okay, so back to this red violet mica. I need to look to see if they even make this anymore or what. But anyway, I grabbed these 2 bars. So I made these last week, and I haven't had them in the sun. However, there has been sunlight coming in. Like, I don't, anyway, the windows that I have do have the UV coating on them, but you can see this is the exact same bottle because I had a squeeze bottle. You can see how dark that is compared to light. So see how that's lightened up just in a week. So this, I have to make sure to keep out the sun, but I wanted it to be kind of lighter, and I think it'll be good in this one. So if you're wanting a pink, don't get that one. I haven't had that happen with any other ones, but for some reason that pink is super weird. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get everything ready to go now. So I have my oils all ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and mix my lye solution so it'll be ready for tomorrow. And then we will come back when it's time to make the actual soap.